Dead Season is a mysterious podcast for D&D nerds hosted by Knocked Prone.
Find more ways to support our show in the episode description.
In a realm beyond the living, a group of spiritual souls, sleuthing through death's mystery, fate decided by dice rolls. Like when it knocked on your beating heart, and now your souls can't depart. Dead season is nigh, cries a smoking gun in the doors. Talroth, Zelbrath Wilderton, Knocked Prone!
We left you guys in the basement of the Red Herring Fishery. You've just discovered 2 clones of Reaper Talroth, 2 clones of Reaper Dave, and 2 clones of Reaper Captain Pinkerton.
Where are they on the map, if you would be willing to put them out?
So Talroth is the closest to the hole, so the closest to where you guys are, and then Reaper Dave is the centermost, and then Captain Pinkerton is the farmost too. You guys see tubes that are leading to each of the cases from the Ichor vats at the back end of this room. And again, this room is the entirety of the basement of the Red Herring Fishery. And there are 3 vats at the back that is connected to one large, above ground swimming pool looking vat.
Okay, perfect.
This is nice.
Thanks.
It's a good drawing.
Thanks. I stayed up a little later
yeah,
than I meant to last night.
I
but
really
was
like the back
yeah, you
section.
did.
You guys are in the basement. You are near this wall with Delry. I believe Chai is still in a realm of silence, kind of 30 feet away from you guys.
Oh, yeah.
Yes. Separated.
Yeah. So I isolate her on the battle map.
So you're just standing next to one of the Talroth tanks.
Yep.
What would you guys like to do as you are in this room? You've just perceived all of these clones and are again in this machinery and Ichor covered room.
Don't you worry, Delry. We'll be getting you out shortly. We have several ideas already in motion, and I won't leave your side without a set plan on how to get you out.
It's okay, Dad. I trust you. It's my fault for being in here anyway.
No, it is not your fault. It could never be.
Dad, I wasn't strong enough to be the adventurer that you needed me to be. I let you and Mom down.
Oh, Delry, you were but in training. It is your trainer's fault if you fail. It is all on me, for one not bearing enough of the burden in the first place, nor preparing you to hold your end. But we'll change that. Once you're out, we'll redouble our efforts and become more strong than we've ever been.
Do not mean to interrupt you. Do you have the box of hammers?
Why, yes, I do. Here, take them.
And I'll take the hammers. I have the bell, right?
Yes.
And I'll just go over to Javi and say, while he seems to be having a moment, shall we do some investigating?
Oh, I won't turn that down. What do you have in mind?
Well, obviously these are creations of some kind. I wonder the bell's purpose. Is it a reminder of the creations, of who their master is, of who to serve? Or is it something that is directly related to the Reapers themselves? I figure now is a good time to test.
I guess you're right. We have Reapers nearby.
I want just to make sure that nothing goes wrong, if you would join my side and see what your mind.
I can do that. Where do you suggest we begin?
I will, and then I'll go and switch out the hammer that we had in there, which was S last time, I think, and put the D hammer in.
Okay.
And say, this Reaper's name is Dave. I think these hammers are alphabetically coordinated with the names of Reapers.
So you suggest we ring this bell and see if it affects these clones in the tanks? I concur. Great idea. Great idea. Let's do it.
Should any ideas come to your mind, let me know.
Okay.
I'll walk over to the tank nearby Chai so we can still be out of silence but still close by.
Okay.
I can also drop it whenever. So
I don't
Is there
think it's
nobody
like a
else in this
negative
basement?
effect, but like,
There's nobody, so
There's nobody in the basement other than the 6 clones and yourself.
Chai just following around little chap right now isn't bad, especially since
you got
the
stuck
resources
babysitting.
already expended.
I don't mind it. Ignorance is bliss for me right now.
I would like to walk up to the one of the tanks with a clone of Reaper Dave in it, and I just want to hold the bell up, looking at him very closely, and just try ringing it back and forth.
Ding-a-ling-a-ling.
Ding-a-ling-a-ling.
That's the.
You must make the noise.
teeny little bell. Just ding-a-ling-a-ling.
So you ring the bell, no sound emits from it, and the face of Reaper Dave is unchanged.
Can I investigate the tank itself closer? Is
Yes.
there any buttons, switches, levers, any controls on it?
You know how a bread basket, it can
Mhm.
open like that? So kind of like an accordion or like a refrigerator door, this
Okay.
has a handle on the outside that can open it.
Okay. And then, so inside we have Reaper Dave.
Yes.
Is there Ichor completely filling the tank around him?
No, so there's Ichor in tubes in a tube that is leading to the tank, and the tube seems to stop at the end of the tank, and Ichor seems to be feeding into the bottom of the tank.
So he's like standing
He's
in it?
standing in Ichor, yes.
So just a small amount.
Just a small amount. Hmm.
Looking up above the tube, what type of pipe or what is the Ichor coming in through? Like, what is the material of it?
Make me a history check. With advantage being an artificer.
Good. 16.
16. These are plumbing pipes. These seem to have been used for plumbing prior to, and as you're looking around at them, they're kind of shoddily put together, almost like hastily put together in a way down here. So they are, they're metallic in nature, but they are like just pipes that you would find in like a sewage system.
I want to stop the flow of the Ichor and see if it affects Dave. I don't know how best to accomplish that. What do you think?
I think that it is a worthy experiment. Just as you probably know, if we cut off the flow of Ichor here, it must go somewhere.
I'm not sure if we want to awaken all these clones. I think we should open the door. I thought we tried to talk to him.
I will follow your lead.
Okay. Javi's gonna open the door.
Make me an athletics check.
Oh yeah, let's do it.
I'm going to ready my staff for an attack in case it comes out in a hostile manner.
Yeah, absolutely.
19.
19.
Yeah.
All right,
Good
with a 19, you are easily able to open up this refrigerator-style door, and Reaper Dave walks out.
Okay. All right. He just opens his eyes and walks out.
He just opens his eyes and walks out.
Okay. I'm gonna close the door behind him.
Okay.
Because I know there's
So
Ichor.
responsible
Yeah,
There's
of you.
Ichor flowing in
Yeah,
there.
yeah.
It's like, just keep the door shut for the HVAC system's gonna go all
Yeah.
haywire.
Reaper Dave! How
Hello.
are you?
Good. Good.
I have awakened you.
Yes.
Were you sleeping?
Something like that. But I'm awake. This is not what I thought was gonna happen at all.
Why are you here?
As you say that, Talroth, his face looks over at you, and he says, "Apologies, Talroth. Objective. Report to Reaper Precinct 1134, where Lady Pinkerton will provide further instruction. It is imperative that I go unnoticed."
He lacks programming. Conditioning may be a better word.
We may be able to use this to our advantage.
I believe so.
He's going to start walking towards the hole.
Javi's going to grab the back of his collar. He's going to grab the back of his collar and say,
We have more questions for you.
Yes, yes.
How many of you are there?
What?
I'm going to point him to look and see across the way that there is another identical Reaper Dave in a tank across the room.
Error.
Is he mechanical in nature of any way?
No.
Nope.
Doesn't
Okay.
look like it. He looks to be organic almost.
Does he have razor thin cuts all over his body?
He does not.
Is he? It's like a perfect clone. It's not made out of Ichor.
It is a perfect clone. Upon further inspection, there are little signs. He's not fully formed. It seems that the feet that you saw that were covered in this Icarus system aren't fully created yet. It almost looks like you stopped a 3D printer in the process of finishing a 3D print. Like the bottoms of his feet are just kind of chopped.
We need one thing from you really quickly before you can go to Lady Pinkerton.
Yes, absolutely.
If I point him in the direction of that Ichor wall that Delry's in,
Was it Captain Pinkerton instructed us to get inside this wall. Can you help us make entry?
Captain Pinkerton,
See,
I can attempt to assist.
great.
and I'm going to walk him back over to Zell.
Say, Zell, Reaper Dave here is going to help us get Delry.
Oh, well, that should help us accomplish the task that Captain Pinkerton set us out to do.
Exactly.
Yes. Stand back.
And he's going to into the wall with the hammer. Nothing happens.
It is imperative that the child inside remain unharmed.
Yes, imperative. We would not want to spoil the objective.
Precisely.
While this is happening, can I go over and investigate the vats themselves?
Yes, absolutely. Go ahead and roll me just a d20 investigation check.
I want to see, are these storage containers? Do they seem to be creating it somehow? Is it essentially just figuring out what these are?
Okay.
I'm going to use an inspiration. 18.
An 18. All right. You look up at this huge vat and you hear from above, you see drips that are coming down from tree roots.
Okay, so this seems to be a collection
Yes,
area.
this is a collection area. And actually, as you're looking above, you see above these 3 Ichor vats that are at the back half of this room, there are 3 perfect circular plots of soil that have tree roots sticking out of them that are the only things that are not covered in Ichor, other than the tree roots themselves that are dripping Ichor.
I will gather this information and start heading back towards the party.
Reaper Dave,
Yes,
is that your name?
you may call me Reaper Dave, yes.
Remind me of the objective, please.
Objective. Report to Reaper Precinct 1134, where Lady Pinkerton will provide further instruction. It is imperative that I am undetected.
What is the objective with this boy here, inside the wall?
Classified.
How does it become unclassified?
I am not privy to such information.
Well, I guess we should just remain focused on the task that Captain Pinkerton set us out to do.
Perhaps Captain Pinkerton could assist.
Do you know where he would be?
Yes.
That could be very useful.
Shall I retrieve Captain Pinkerton?
Lead the way.
And he's going to walk to the back
vat.
of the room where there's another clone.
Hold on.
Hold
on.
Wait.
I mean, hold on. that was me like, wait.
That was us.
Don't do it.
So Reaper Dave starts to grab towards the door, and you guys hold him back as he is reaching for this door to release.
I want
clone
to
of
put
Captain
him back
Pinkerton.
in the tank, I think.
Okay.
Do you guys see any other purpose?
I don't know. I do not understand exactly what is happening here, but I do know that These, and I'll look at Dave, and people are important to the plans of Captain Pinkerton, and I'll kind of look at everyone knowingly. I think that if we are to excel our goal, releasing them might be the best option.
Reaper Dave, why don't you go make your way to Later Pinkerton? We will deal with Captain Pinkerton.
You will deal with Captain Pinkerton.
We will talk with him. You go ahead. You complete your objective. Does everybody agree?
Yes, I was gonna say, yeah, Chai has no idea this is going on, and he's...
You gotta be. Imagine Chai's point of view right now. She's looking out. She's seeing us talk to like the Dave come out, and she's just playing patty cake. Like, I wonder what the heck is going on out there.
Dave, would you
Yes.
please return into where we retrieved you from until further notice?
Yes, I can do that, Talroth.
Thank you.
And he'll go and he'll put himself back into his
I just didn't
container.
want him to hear this. If we let them go, they may have soldiers for their army.
I just didn't know what else to do with him. If we put him back in the tank, is he going to complete? Is he going to continue to grow and get stronger? Maybe we can destroy the machine, the trees.
I think that would be best. Disrupting the Ichor that they have here, burning their supply of it, and I believe executing their creations.
This does beg a question, no, Talroth. Are you a creation? Are you part of this plan?
I do not know. I do not think so. In any case, my goal seems to be different than theirs.
I agree.
Until that changes, I see no point in dwelling on the subject.
You were raised to be a Reaper, born into a group, right? That planned to be Reapers.
Correct.
From your life.
Correct.
How involved was the Pinkertons in this process?
Not very. The Pinkertons, from what I understand, are very materialistic people. Our village and our culture frowned upon such things. I do not think we would have associated.
And you would know that it wasn't until after you died that the Pinkertons kind of became more of a force in your life, because Lady Pinkerton and Captain
Mhm.
Pinkerton.
Yeah.
You found Captain Pinkerton after. Like, Captain Pinkerton came into the picture after you were already dead.
I think that this is something new. After all, the letter that we talked about replacing me, right?
That is true. Maybe this is their means to replace you.
If they're replacing me, then I'm the original.
I guess it's safe to assume. It's just hard not to think on these things.
I agree. And I don't think that we should push it from our minds, but I do think we have more pressing concerns.
What do you suggest we do next? Zell?
Now that Reaper Dave has agreed to return, I think pulling out a Captain Pinkerton would not be the biggest mistake we could make. We could try to interrogate or decommission.
Oh, now you're speaking of a language.
I'm just quoting from the terminology in the letter.
Perhaps we should inform Chai as to what has transpired here.
Was the one that looked out the Talroth in a tube?
Yes.
The one that heard the sounds and was reacting.
Yes, the Talroth that's in the tube reacted is closest to
Does that one?
the hole.
When Chap was down, one of them was reacting to his sounds. It's possible they can hear. They might be partially active even within their containment.
If I had to guess, I think that their containment is set to be in place until their creation is finished. I don't think they will exit the cages themselves until that process is completed.
So perhaps your clone is already done.
I do not know.
Javi will go over and wave at Chai and try and get her to.
I'm gonna drop it and just look at Chap for a second, make sure he's not about to squeal.
We're playing Super Spies still, right?
You're doing a great job.
Okay.
Let's go talk to everybody else.
Yeah.
Come on over.
Should we open one of these refrigerators?
Maybe later.
Yeah. Okay, cool.
Great.
Yeah.
You guys are doing great. What's going on?
There is a lot of information. These clones do not understand that they are creations. They believe they are the original people they reflect.
I see.
They are incomplete at the moment, but we do seem to be able to release, and they seem susceptible to command. They say that their current command, after being created, is to report a Lady Pinkerton at the Reaper Center.
This definitely seems to be a part of a very, very big scheme that we've been trying to catch on to for a while. But my question is, what do we do next? What do we do with this information?
Is there an empty tube? Is there a tube that has no one in it?
No, they all have Reaper inside.
I believe we're going to pull out Captain Pinkerton to have a little discussion. What's our next course of action?
These also seem like soldiers. It may be wise to dispose of them if we plan on tracking the Pinkertons further.
I agree.
I see.
Let's see what information we can get first, and then we destroy them.
Alec and I both were just itching for a fight.
I want to fight so
We
bad.
have
I got 2
that
attacks now,
combat.
dude. I can double punch.
Just in case, Kip, we might want to speak a little bit quieter.
Does everybody agree with this plan?
I think there is value from this plan.
Okay.
That's
I
something
think-
at least.
I think Javi will walk over to this one.
As Javi's walking over back. All right, now remember, Chap,
Yes.
things get dangerous. I'm
Oh.
here to protect you. Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, I think you're onto the right thing, but I'm here to protect you, so get behind me if ever you feel in danger.
All right, you have my gun, so.
Yeah, yes,
Okay.
I am your soldier.
Sweet. Okay, cool. I'll just hang out over here by Delry.
Yes.
Okay, I'm just gonna crisscross applesauce right here and be quiet. Super spy.
You're
Incredible.
doing wonderful.
Does the tank that Captain Pinkerton that he's in, does it look any different from the one Dave was in?
No, it looks identical, in fact.
Okay. Same thing, Ichor.
Ichor
Floor.
at the feet. Yep.
Okay. Javi will open the door.
Wonderful. Roll me an athletics check.
Dirty 20.
Dirty 20 absolutely passes. The clone of Captain Pinkerton steps out.
Hello.
Hello, Captain.
Yes, Captain.
Never think this far into my plans.
Captain Pinkerton, is your objective to go over to Lady Pinkerton?
Yes, at Reaper Precinct 1134.
Perfect. She instructed us that before you do that, you are to help us remove the child from his containment.
So we can bring him to her when we accompany you to Precinct 1134.
Yes. To accomplish the objective.
Yes,
Yes.
the objective.
Yes.
So if you'll proceed...
What is the objective?
Objective. Report to Reaper Precinct 1134, where Lady Pinkerton will provide further instruction.
Okay, let's
I
grab the
see.
child.
And then
And
be
we
on
will,
our way.
We will accompany you.
Roll me a luck check.
Me?
Inspiration time. Come on.
What'd you
got
roll?
this.
Inspiration.
I got a 1.
Oh, natural one?
I will be expending that.
Burn it.
Burn a point of
He gave us one today.
Come out.
A natural 20.
From 1 to 20. All right. With a natural 20, you notice the look in Captain Pinkerton's eyes, unlike Reaper Dave, is not very keen on anyone else giving him instruction. It seems that he has a objective that is not necessarily the same, and he's not willing to say what his objective is. And I'm going to need everyone to roll initiative.
Yes.
Chai, I will take your natural 20, so you will go first,
Sorry, I'm
and
like
you will have
so
2
itching for this.
turns.
Yes. No. 7.
Chai's not particularly keen on violence, okay? Like, she's gonna roll with this. You guys are welcome to do this. Totally fine. She's gonna help you out. But I do, having noticed that it seems like there's more going on and that he is maybe holding back, while everybody else is, prepping their weapons and everything, I'm gonna fold my arms and stand right in front of him and cast Zone of Truth.
Ooh.
And while we're doing combat, I will also be asking him questions during my turn.
Absolutely. I love
Free
Zone of
action.
Truth.
I like it.
What is the save on Zone of Truth?
Charisma saving throw.
He will roll. Natural 1.
Yay!
So that's a 23.
With his ad. So he will fail. And with a natural 1, I'm going to say that the Zone of Truth is going to extra work on him as his programming is not fully rendered. Talroth and Zell, what did you guys roll for initiative?
6.
Yeah, we're on fire.
5.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Nice. Chai, you are up. You cast Zone of Truth as your first action underneath your natural 20. What would you like to do?
Assumedly, after we're done here, and, you walk out of here, because you think that's what's going to happen at this point, right? Where are you going after this?
Reaper Precinct 1134.
Is that the end of your turn?
Yep.
All right, and with that, it will be Captain Pinkerton's turn.
So I see him, ready his weapon, and he's getting aggressive and everything.
He, interestingly enough, does not get aggressive.
Oh.
He looks at you and Misty steps 30 feet to Reaper Dave's containment and opens up Reaper Dave's, who will join the initiative roll. Reaper Dave is now out of his containment center. Captain Pinkerton whispers something in Reaper Dave's ear, and then Reaper Dave looks aggressively, and Captain Pinkerton will use the rest of his movement to walk over to the clone of
Son of a
Talroth's
gun.
containment, but he uses action to open the cage, and that will be the end of Captain Pinkerton's turn. Javi, you are up.
How many feet away is Captain Pinkerton at this?
He's about 60 feet away, so he
60.
walked 30 feet and Misty stepped the other 30.
Okay. Javi, you will see his boots almost just like he's gonna cast Expeditious Retreat,
Nice.
and then use as my bonus action dash towards him. I might take an attack of opportunity on the way from Dave.
From Dave, you sure will.
Okay, let's do it.
Does a 15 hit your armor class?
No, it does not. Darts past. Gets all the way over to Captain Pinkerton. Javi does not like Captain Pinkerton. He knows this isn't the Captain Pinkerton. He doesn't care. He has been pent up rage, ready to fight these guys.
Absolutely.
And
yes.
he's going to go in and double Thunder Gauntlet punch.
Roll to hit.
8
8 does not hit.
and 8.
Unfortunately,
I'm doing it. I don't even care. 21.
21 will hit.
Oh, man. And then 4 damage.
4 points of damage.
Oof,
Dang
I'm
it.
sorry.
That's okay. And then he'll have disadvantage attacking anybody but me
Oh,
until his next turn.
heck yeah. All right, awesome. Talroth, you are up.
I am going to mimic. We're going to see how this works out. I'm going to mimic Captain Pinkerton's turn. And I'm going to run forward and use Misty Step as a spell.
Okay.
And then I'm going to use my action to open up this one.
With Reaper Dave inside.
Yes.
Okay. Roll me an athletics check.
An 8.
An 8, unfortunately. This Ichor cage seems a little more stuck than the other ones, and you're unable to, with your bony figure, open it up.
Yeah, I'm not giving up my last inspiration. Okay, and that's my turn.
All right. It is going to be Reaper Dave's turn. Seeing that he is unable to look at the other end of the room because they're all error codes in his brain, he's going to run over to you, Javi, and do the dumb thing and attack the person with a high AC. And we're just going to see how it goes. That's 13 plus 4, so 17 to hit.
Miss.
He runs over, and he has a hammer in one hand and a fist in the other, and he
uses the
decides
fist.
to punch because he watched you punch. And so he punches into your armor and breaks a finger, and that is roll me a d4 of damage, Javi.
Oh, heck yeah. 3.
So he will take 3 points of damage as punches into your armor very toughly. And that is the end of Reaper Dave's turn. Zell, you are up.
Well, I'm going to use my charger attack. Hold on. And I'm just gonna punch him.
Okay.
Run up, doing a charge with my glaive. Actually, Here we
To
go.
Pinkerton or Dave?
Yeah, let's take the Pinkerton down. So I begin sprinting forward, and I get a natural 20 with my spear, and just.
All right, awesome. And roll damage with that natural 20 as you drive your glaive deep.
That's going to be 12 points of damage with my glaive as I just.
12 points of damage, and he is now bloodied.
I've always wanted to stab you.
Yes.
Awesome. And with that, we're going to go back to the top of the order. Chai, you have been left alone by Captain Pinkerton's old cage. It has now been emptied. You see Reaper Dave 60 feet away with the other clone of Captain Pinkerton also 60 feet away. What would you like to do?
So I'm going to run 30 feet forward, and then for my action, I'm going to cast Slow on our 3 enemies in front of us.
Nice.
On all 3 of them?
Is it touch
Yeah,
or
it's
vision?
3.
Up to 6 creatures of your
Holy
choice in a
cow.
40-foot cube.
40
Heck
foot cube.
yeah.
You can get all 3 of these Reaper's clones in this space.
So they have to succeed on a wisdom saving throw, or they're affected by the spell for the duration that I can withhold concentration.
It's a 9, 7,
Fail.
and an 18. So one succeeds.
That one passes.
I'll say Talroth, because he's in the cage. Clone Talroth will save off this slow.
Okay, sounds good. So now the target speed is halved. It takes -2 penalty to AC and dexterity saving throws, and it can't use reactions.
Awesome.
Oh, and it can use an action,
Action,
or a
bonus
bonus action,
action,
but
not
not both. Oh yeah, and I'm going to ask a question to Captain Pinkerton as well.
Yeah.
Which I expect you to answer in slow motion. Captain Pinkerton, what do you want with this child? Why do you have a child in here, all trapped up and cocooned?
The objective is to create a new founder, source, parental figure over the Ichor.
Thank you so much. If you love this show, please go on over to patreon.com/knocked and consider subscribing. And you could join the ranks of our wonderful patrons, namely
Harmful Potato, Jay Collin, Nathan M, and Arison Pistachio. Please hold.
Please hold.
Each of these people are inspiration fairies who want to give all of the players a point of inspiration. Give them the inspiration cade. That's an order in all caps.
Yay!
Yay! Wow, Harmful Potato, Jay Collin, Nathan M, Arison Pistachio, you're now my favorite. Everybody else, I don't know. I don't know if you can top that, so.
Okay, next 4. Katie S., Carson D., Todd L., Marissa K.
Seamless transition.
It's so long. Souls that didn't finish the reaping cycle, but instead stayed in Soul Meadow to start a rune site called Rate My Reaper. They gave Reaper Dave 1 star for his lack of detail, but they gave Talroth 5 chili peppers for his immaculate bone structure and definition.
Oh, okay.
That's a good one.
Ograd, Dakota S., Alec B., Kelric Bigfur, and Pie Warrior are all a group of private investigators who have been hired in Soul Meadow to follow and discreetly record all of Chai's recipes for a cookbook, Heroes Feast Knockoffs, a cookbook for fancy furbolg feasts on a budget.
Yeah.
Also, hey Pie Warrior, thank you for watching our show. He's one of our newest patrons, so thank you for
Special shout out.
Alrighty, we've got Baron Battlebred, Mason S, Katya Y, and Poe.
The Dragon Warrior.
Yeah, the Dragon Warrior.
World champion hide and seek players who the party never found in the Pinkerton Manor.
Oh.
Get wrecked.
Oh, y'all.
room.
Where are you?
I'm so sorry.
Thank you again to our patrons. We appreciate you so much for being knockouts of the Knocked Prone podcast. Our show would not be the same without you. Love you, bye. And we hope you remember when life knocks you flat on your back, all you got to do is keep rolling, and we hope you have a wonderful rest of your afterlife.